All right, and the bamboozling starts. We're already getting back into Syria. Excellent. So this is now the part that I never, I mean, there was a part of my mind thinking, in an absurd world, I would have to say what I'm about to say. So now for the right wing to get a true, like, insight on Joe Biden, the only person who called Joe Biden winning, and then, not actually the only person. It makes sense on this right wing show, on the Ralph Retort. Ralph said it looks like Biden's going to win, blah, 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 well, a while back, and it was very, very black pilling for everybody, and everybody was upset with him. But the thing that I'm finding fascinating, though, is so Ralph called that, right? But more importantly, is that, remember, it was Richard Spencer who said that he actually not only is calling it for Biden, but also he said that as, from his standpoint of the idea of a future of white rule, that his support was lent toward Joe Biden. And the idea being is that Biden would be the person who would use the coercive power of the state. So now, right-wingers have to go to Richard Spencer for being the person who called the Biden victory and called Biden's first few executive orders months ago. This is amazing. The white nationalist Richard Spencer foresaw Joe Biden's opening shots. This is incredible. This is incredible. I'm there's this part of me just sitting. Of course you could tell, because of that part of me that loves the chaos. I'm on the top of the world, standing on creation. The only explanation I could find is that quote that I found ever since he's been around. Richard Spencer put me on the top of the world. I mean, this is incredible. And sure enough, I'm really glad the party has figured out impeachment. They're just like, fuck that. No, this whole deal with you and Ukraine, fuck that shit. We're impeaching you for it. This is bullshit. We're not fucking around anymore. And that's good. That actually might lend it will lend results. And the main thing will be the cover up for the crime. And the key thing about this is some of the investigation into Ukraine and what happened during the Obama administration with Ukraine already is underway. And from what I gather, having to do with what Durham was up to. But we'll see, and we'll see if it is. But but the big, I've been sitting back waiting for a few days, like, there's no way that, and then the executive orders came out, and I'm like, and then Syria, I'm like, man, right now, I bet Richard Spencer is getting a haircut. He's picking out a sweater. He's getting his eyebrow. He's making sure his eyebrows look right. He's getting his getting new ear pods in the mail so that he could start podcasting again, because he's the one who called it. He called it. I'm just, wow. I'm just blown away. And the thing that keeps getting me is how, this is the part that really kind of throws me off. I just can't tell you guys. I just happen upon these times where I'll just hear this conversation. I'm like, wow, that sounds like I should remember that. Like Russia needs a warm water port and has to make an agreement with either Japan or China. China screws them. Now Russia and Japan are trying to make, and Korea are trying to work together to secure warm water access and work as a real polar, an alliance along the lines of future polar trade or whatever, all that business. But yeah, we're already back in Syria. Sovereign country, fuck that. I love that the Pentagon immediately put their dick in it. That's just amazing. All right, later.